Okay, hello. Today we'll be embarking on a decade-long journey through the financial evaluation of MTN Nigeria Communication Plc, and the 10 years is covering 2014 to 2023. So we're looking at basically the profit margin for this company, and MTN also has other locations in other countries. So, but this review is Nigeria specific. So basically, we would like to look at what profit margin actually is, before we move on with this video. So profit margin is actually a ratio that measures the proportion of revenue that the business, or in this case MTN Nigeria Communication Plc, keeps as profit after the cost of their product, their services have been accounted for. So this ratio also reflects the profitability of any business, and it actually enables relative comparison between businesses. So, and this comparison should be carefully done, and you should ensure that whenever you are comparing one company with the other, it should be a company within the same industry. So this MTN Nigeria now is in the telecommunication industry. So when you're comparing the profit margin, it is safer, it is best practice to more professional to compare it with another company that's in the telecommunication industry as well. So so we'll add to that, the profit margin can also indicate a company's pricing strategy and how well they can actually control their costs. So it also leads investors to see or to know what company to invest in. So the size, the magnitude of the margin can actually tell a lot about how efficient the operations of the company is. So before we slide into the analysis of this chart, let's actually take a look. Let's take a peep at the data sets. So this data set was actually extracted from the Nigerian Stock Exchange website, and we actually took the revenue for 10 years from 2014 to 2013 and the corresponding net profit for each year. So to get your profit margin, you just you divide the net profit by the revenue, and then you get the profit. So this is actually saying that for this revenue of 824 billion naira, 25% of it is what is actually the profit. This is actually for the company to keep. So the larger this is, the more it's the company is actually enticing and safe for investors. So that's about that. So we can actually quickly look at the financial statement from which this data was actually extracted from. So let's go to this tab. Okay, so we can actually see it here. So this is actually the summary for 5 years. This is from 2023 to 2020, from 2023 to 2019 to 2023, as you can see. So this is actually showing us, if we close this tab and open another tab, we'll see the one for 2018 to 2014. So this is actually showing us the 5-year financial summaries for MTN Communication PLC, and that's so. If we look very closely, we'll see the revenue here. So the revenue for these 5 years, we can see 242 billion, 472 million, and unlike that, and we have that for the 5 years. So moving on, so let's go back to the chart and let's see what actually happened in the space of 10 years. Okay, now we could see here in 2014 that the profit margin was actually very robust. So they had a profit margin of 25.34%, and that was actually very it's a positive it's a very positive profit margin, and I believe that would be such an inviting number to investors. But on the contrary, in 2015 there was a decline in the profit margin. There was a decline. We could see that in 2014 they had a profit margin of 9.94 in the negative direction. So this actually shows that the company didn't actually make any profit in 2015. They actually recorded a loss. So this is what this graph is showing us. So there could be possible factors that could have connected to this. Now, if we look back to 2015, what do you think could have happened? Now, in this case, it could be the market saturation. So the competitiveness in year 2015 was very, very high. You know, we have other competitors like Glo, we have competitors like 9Mobile, the Den Etisalat, we have competitors like Airtel and all that. So this competition has actually affected this MTN Nigeria Communication Plc in 2015. But then moving forward to 2016, we could see that there was a revival, and the profit again, it actually went up again in 2016 with a slight drop in 2017. So if we observe this graph very well, this chart very well, we'll see that the highest profit margin was recorded in 2022 with a ratio value of 0.27, leading to 27%. So 27% is a very, very high profit margin for a company. It actually shows the company's financial health to be good. And we should also take note that in every industry there's an average profit margin. So when a company falls below a particular average, then attention is needed to that, maybe the way they operate, maybe the pricing strategy has to be worked on, or the cost has to be worked on, or any other factors that could affect this ratio. So here, for the telecommunication industry, the average profit margin is 12.5. So now we have a lot of scenarios here. Out of 10 years, we have about 5 to 6 years where they exceeded the average profit margin for the telecommunication industry. So we only have few scenarios whereby they did not exceed that. Now, when a company falls below 5% profit margin, it shows financial weakness, it shows financial unhealthiness, and investors are likely to turn away from such companies, and they do not have so many advantages in the market. It means that they are losing ground to their competitors. But when their profit margin is high, like we have in 2014 here, with a value of 25.34 in 2014, that is a very strong and positive profit margin, and it puts them at a competitive edge, and it makes them attractive to investors. So this is a very advantageous state and condition for this company to be at. Now, unfortunately, in 2013, as we see here, the company experienced another decline. In 2013, the company experienced another decline of minus 4.23. So it means that they lost 4.23%. So now let's find out what could have possibly happened here that they lost. Because let me quickly show you something. In the revenue, in the chart showing the revenue, you see how the revenue was actually very enticing here. 2023 revenue, you see this is the revenue for 2023. Now the revenue for 2023 was 2 billion. Or should it Yeah, this is in billion. So they made about 2 trillion naira in revenue. But here, according to our chart, it's actually showing that it's showing a negative profit margin. How could that have happened? Well, we are curious, so let us find out. Let's just check what happened. What could have happened? So I typed. Let me retype this. MTN 2023 annual report. So let's check what could have happened. We could see some helpful guidelines. So yes, let's be specific with Nigeria. Yes, let's be specific with Nigeria. Okay, I hope you get a very valid information here. Okay. Okay, now let's check back. I'm not getting what I'm finding here. So I just want to be specific. I don't want to check. Okay, so see here. Let's check this. MTN Nigeria reports 137 billion loss in 2023. So let's see the factors that could have contributed to their loss in 2023, despite that spike in revenue that they made. Let's see. So let's see here. So in June 2020, the Central Bank of Nigeria adopted a more liberal foreign exchange system, and the CEO, cost of doing business Nigeria in popular, signified an increased cost in relation to. Okay, that was a mistake there. So let's continue. I don't know why this is coming up here now. This is an ad. Okay, that's out of the way. So we could see that. Okay, so the manager was saying that the changes that happened so he said they adopted a more liberal foreign exchange management, and it significantly increased the cost in relation to their tower leases. So other research shows that the inflation actually affected the profit margin. Some research showed that the naira change actually also affected the profit margin reduction, and so many other factors like that. So the factors that were accountable for this decline was the inflation that happened last year. The change in administration also affected this. The naira redesign also affected this, when people couldn't actually access a lot of things. So that is actually what happened. So we might actually be misled by the amount of revenue that was made by this company in 2023. So when we look at the revenue and we look at the net profit margin before we can be able to decide whether the company actually made profit or not. And thanks to our profit margin ratio that has revealed this to us. And the profit margin ratio is a very crucial ratio to a company, because it actually reveals the level of financial health, the financial state that the company is at the moment, and it actually points out areas to either improve on. Yes, areas to improve on. Yes. So I believe that that covers all of that for this video for the profit margin for MTN Nigeria Communication Plc for the period of 10 years. And you've observed the graph, the data, and everything. So if there are some things that I was supposed to cover in this video that I didn't mention, please do well to drop it in the comments below. I would like to know what your opinions and what your view are. And if you also know of other factors that affected the decline in 2015 or in 2023 here. Please kindly drop that also in the comment. I would like to know. And if you also know what sponsored these spikes in the profit margin, kindly drop that in the comment also. I would like to know what you think about this. Please do well to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and until we see again, thank you.